Hello, good evening, and welcome. Hello, good evening, welcome. Ladies in red, part of the North Bank show. And tonight we have Mr. Andreas and Mr. Amar. Thank you for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
No,
Thanks
thank
for having
you.
us.
Yeah.
Well, where do we start? The game that we
Aston
all
Villa.
met up
Yeah.
afterwards. Who wants to talk
Yeah.
about it?
Oh,
Bit
We'll
of a
start with you,
disappointment.
Andreas. You start with Andreas. Yeah.
Go
uh,
on, Andreas.
I wanted to forget about this game.
I know.
No,
So did we. So did I.
we have to face it, and it was one of our weakest performances of a very long time, and it reminded me of the Everton game at the start of last season when we
Mhm.
played 0-0. It was no. We were too slow and no energy, no passing, no going forward, not creating enough chances, always playing backwards and another pass in midfield, another pass and backwards to the goalkeeper. And
Yeah. Yeah.
you play backwards, you can't score. You must bring the
No.
ball into the box of the
Mhm.
opposition side, and we didn't we didn't try enough. Then there was a ball on the wings, trying something, and I don't come through. I'll pass back, and from our corners,
Mhm.
the ball went back to Daphne. From throw-ins,
Yeah.
it took minutes until Katie was making the throw-in,
Yeah.
and then the ball as there was nobody whom she could throw the ball to. No movement, no it was yeah
Mhm.
one of the weakest performances, and in the end we were all hurt to lose 2 points. But
Yeah.
you have to say credit to Aston Villa. They never gave up. They
No.
tried. They
Exactly.
saw their chance in the last minutes. And to be fair, they deserved a point because they never gave up. They tried, and we only tried to bring it over the line. Oh, it's 1-0. Okay, let's bring it over the line. There was a lack of energy, of will.
Yeah.
Everything
Desire.
we
Yeah.
showed in other games we were missing on last Saturday. We were all frustrated, but
Mm.
well, it's nearly a week since then, and I'm looking forward.
Yes, we have to look forward.
Amar, anything you want to add to that one?
Yeah. No, not really. It was really. I don't know if you read Daisy's pieces. They're quite good at analysis as well. She goes to every game. She's been to every game. So it's just pretty much as what Andreas was saying. Too not enough width, and just kept on going backwards. Weren't able to break. Well, I don't know if you could say Aston Villa defended with a low block, which we struggled with so many times in the past. But we just didn't have. It just seemed like we ran out of ideas and didn't really know. Couldn't really break them down, and it was disappointing. Well, after scoring so early, that we weren't able to build upon that, and you always felt that they would get one chance and take it. And uh, it just goes to show that we're really missing Leah, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to come back to that in a sec. I mean, especially as we were there and we soak up the atmosphere.
Yeah,
Now, to be fair, with the start of the game, I thought, oh, okay, this is flowing. That didn't last very
yeah,
long, did it? And all right, Frida took
no,
a, because they messed up, Frida got a chance. Fantastic. And you think, okay. And then
yeah,
it plateaued a bit, didn't it? It kind of went a bit flat again. You get to half
yeah.
time and you think, okay, half time.
One
Yeah,
second,
Renier
sorry, 1 second. Yeah, what?
Rennie will have a team talk and all that jazz. And they come out and it
Second,
did.
sorry.
I don't know. Didn't happen, did it?
Sorry.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
it
it
didn't
was
happen, unfortunately.
not so early because it was it after 10 or 12
Yeah, it
minutes that they
was like
gifted
8 minutes,
us
wasn't it?
goal.
Yeah, they
and,
gifted us the
and
goal. Yeah,
maybe it was not good because everybody was thinking, okay, it's another home game in which we will score 4 goals and the goals will come. And
yeah,
maybe the players were thinking the same. 1-0 up,
yeah,
okay, the chances will come, the goals will come, we have to be patient, but we will score. And and we didn't. And yeah, I have to say, I never before saw Renee so frustrated or angry afterwards in the post-match interview. She was really annoyed and said that she wasn't satisfied with the performance, or that not every player gave their everything or so. Yeah, she didn't use the hardest words, but you could see in her face and in the way she was talking
Yeah.
that she was annoyed, that she was not satisfied. And yeah, maybe she should have done earlier and other substitutes. It's not only the team, well, the team performs on the pitch, but it's also the manager with reactions, with yeah, with her subs or what she does. And yeah,
Lost
I had
again.
the feeling that we want to throw things around, or that different to other games when you can say,
Can't
oh,
hear
Renee has a
him.
plan B, and now I didn't have the feeling. And yeah, it was never
Yeah.
that you see now. So after 70 or 75 minutes, and now we will score the second. No, it was more, the longer the game was going, I had the feeling, oh, Villa will score. And then when it was announced 7 minutes of edit time, I thought, okay, that will be enough for Villa. They will score. They will have one chance. And then there was this free kick. Daphne reacted very good and cleared the ball to a corner, and then the corner, and we defended very weak this corner. Sometimes you have to take a 30 win. We said it after the game. Chelsea takes these games 30 wins 1-0 if they don't play good, and we play 0-0 or 1-1.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Not good. Sorry, I'm just going to
It's
say good
frozen.
evening,
Almost
Emerson. Thank you so much for joining us. And Kelly, thank you, Kelly. Thank you for coming in the chat. I'll come back to you in a minute, Kelly. Yeah. Oh, listen, it felt like, well, it was a loss technically because we dropped points and we really shouldn't have dropped points, obviously. So, yeah, definitely a loss in that sense. And just a poor performance. I mean, when we all met up afterwards, we all felt very deflated, didn't we? Very deflated. It was, yeah, not good. But I'm trying to get a positive here.
No, it wasn't great.
Yeah, let's bring some positives in. Who was? I'm going to ask you, Omar. Who was your player of the match?
Well, I don't know where there were that many, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was difficult to really find any positive, but then maybe the defense was pretty solid until the end with Katie Reid, wasn't it? Other than that, it's really difficult to find any other positive.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah, I mean, out of all the players, and all right, no, technically, it just wasn't the best performance. But who would you say stood out for you that just, well, played their hearts out? Because I'll tell you now, for me, it was Captain Kim. Captain Kim. She didn't stop.
Yeah, oh, she always gives it over 100%. She always gives it 120%.
Well, she does, but yeah, she really gave it her all. And Katie Reid, once again, you know, you can't knock this young woman. You really can't knock her. Andreas, did anybody stand out for you, considering?
I would say these two names, Kim Little and Katie Reid.
Yeah.
From Kim, we are used to such a performance. She controls the ball. She keeps the ball very good. But Katie is, she's in every game. She's a surprise for me. Fantastic defending. She's quick. I don't think that she had any aerial duels to win against Villa. It's just her pace and running duels are fantastic, and she brings her body between the opponent and the ball and clears the situation. It's just great performance from her. Of course, she can't be on a Leah Williamson level. It's impossible. She just became 19. She was 18 at the game and had her birthday 1 or 2 days later. So she's 19. She has started now 4 games as a centre back in the WSL. You can't expect her to be as good as the captain of the Lionesses. And of course, we are missing Leah's leadership and the way She opens the game. Her long balls, her long passes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Expect this from a 19-year young teenager to do. Katie Reed is performing at an extremely high level, and for me, once again, the player of the match. She will go her way, and in 2-3 years or in 5 years, we will say she's the next Leah Williamson. She is on the same level.
Possibly.
Yeah, she's.
Do you know what? Yeah, you are right. And I'm sorry, Emerson's saying Katie Reed. And yeah, I think that's fairness. I'm going to say Katie Reed because, for a young player, she's done fantastically well. But also, we're not. We want her, as Leah said, at some point, she is going to have to hand over the shirt. And we want it to be Katie Reed because she's one of our own.
Mm-hmm.
But equally, she'll have her own style and she will develop that style because it's like all the strikers, isn't it? And you see it far more with the men's. Or whatever player, they always liken them to somebody back in the day. And I think, no, they could have similarities, but they're their own person. So, we just, what can we say? Katie's doing fantastic and, carry on. I mean, do we have a time frame? Because Arsenal are really good at not telling you things. Because when I saw my Dutch friend Larice, we were talking about Leah, and she's still got that leg brace on, hasn't she? Yeah. So it's going to be a while yet.
Yeah.
I think we will see her in October. If we are lucky, she will be back before Christmas, but. End of September. Hopefully, still in, so that's not a good sign, and maybe it will be during the winter break that she returns to training only.
Oh, sorry, can I just say hello, Mr. Tommy? Mark out? No, you can't. He's helping me out with this chat. No, don't be horrible to Mark. Love Mark. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry about that. Thank you, Mr. Tom, for coming to listen to us. Actually, Mr. Tom, how are your lovely Leeds ladies doing?
I don't even know. They still had a
Are they still going?
team. I thought they were still
I'm
around.
sure they are.
I don't even know.
In a minute. I'm sure they are. Okay, the next thing I was going to come on to was the squad depth. Because we've got a good squad. Like the men's, got a good squad, but there's a but. And we've seen it a lot on social media. Only certain players. I can understand you have your starting 11 within reason, within reason. But Andreas, Amar, whoever. 3 names. Well, I'm going to actually say it's down to 2 names, but there's technically 3 names.
Yeah.
Well, it must be in training. We don't see him play in any shape or form.
So I'm guessing you're thinking of Cordina. Who else? Nice Wonga. Who else was the other? Who's the third?
KCC.
It's almost clear. 8 players that are in the starting 11 every week, and that's not good. I mean, if you as a player know I'll be starting next week, no matter what I'm doing. I don't want to say they don't give a 100% in training, but there must be competition. And for me, Mariana was not at her best level in the last games, and against Villa, Katie McCabe hadn't a good game. So I would like to change something. Why not giving Taylor Hines a chance, or Vicky Pelova or Kyra Cooney-Cross in midfield?
That's right. Yeah.
Maybe Mariana will be at her best if she has 1 or 2 weeks off and is only on the bench. Or we saw it in the past with Miedema or Leah Walti. They took a few weeks off and came back at her highest level. maybe there are reasons for Mariona playing all the time with no break, the Euros, losing the Euros final. Then maybe
Yeah.
personal things that Lia Orti has moved to Italy, and they have to get used to long distance relationship again. It must. It could be just 1, 2, 3% that she's not able to be at her best. So why not change? And yeah,
Yeah.
first
It's true.
first 4 games we had 8 players always starting, and that's not good. You have a squad of 25, and at the moment, I'd say give Renee a squad of 15 players. That's all she needs. She doesn't use more than 15 players, and that's not good. You have to keep every player in the squad satisfied. And now, if
Yeah.
you have an injury or something, then you must rely on players you haven't played before.
True.
Uh,
True.
Yeah, I think that's very well said. I mean, I personally think I mean, how many games in now are
4.
we? Yeah, 4 games. I no disrespect. I mean, you've summed it up perfectly, Andreas. But Mariona, she really needs a rest
Yeah.
now. It's
Give
showing.
it with
It's
Kim and
showing.
Kyra or
We
something.
know
Yeah.
the
Bring
quality
Kyra
she's
in.
got,
But the
but
defense, you wouldn't change the defense. That's the one thing you can't. I mean, that has to say the same.
no, defense is fine. I mean, but well, you say that, but I agree with you. Once again, Katie is just, I mean, she's just not stopped
Yeah.
playing. And
mhm.
Taylor Hines, every time see her come on the pitch, and to be honest, I didn't really follow her at
No.
Liverpool. So she's been a surprise to me. I've had people tell me that, yeah, she's going to be good, but yeah, and I'm really liking what I see in her style
Yeah.
of play. So I'd like her to get more game time. And I know it's like trying to baptise a cat,
No.
trying to telling Katie, because Katie loves Arsenal. She's a fantastic player, but yeah, she wasn't at her best either, without doubt. Yeah, so, and not being rude to how do you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Jenna. I'll
Jenna.
call her
That's right.
Jenna. I haven't got overly attached. I know that sounds absolutely awful, but I haven't got overly attached to her, to be honest.
Well, it's not too much.
Um,
It's up to you. But I think, yes,
I suppose because we've not really seen
she's
enough
only
of her,
come on in
have
defensive
we?
capacity. And, when she's come on, she's actually played all right. But who knows when she'll play.
Yeah, that's the problem. So I'm going to kind of leave her out for the moment, and I wish there was somebody else in the chat who could call me out on that, but no. But yeah, but yeah, back to Kyra Cooney Cross. I mean, even Wright, and I don't blame Wright. I know Wrighty was the one who, well, basically touted her to come to the
Yeah.
Arsenal, and she needs more game time. She really does, and also my birthday
Jenna.
twin, as I call her, Cordina.
Yes, body.
When I've watched her play, I know she had that injury and
Mm.
she was out. But to put it bluntly, they've given her one of the big numbers. What is she, number?
So I
Is
think
it
so.
5?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. She's got a number, a proper number. Um, I'm not saying she would have made it in the first team of
Yeah.
Barcelona, but she's come over here and she don't want to be not
No, that's
playing, does
true.
she?
That's true.
I was sitting on the
That's
bench if
true.
she's lucky, and I use that
That's
term
true.
lightly. Yeah, I'd like to, and what I've seen of her, I've really rated. So for me, yeah, definitely KCC Cody, Taylor Hines, more game
Even
time
Stina, even
because
Chloe should have come on earlier the other day as well, and Caitlin, they should have come on earlier too. So
yeah, yeah, I feel. Oh, listen, I'm not the
no,
gaffer, and it's far from me because I've never even played
no,
football, but I did think the subs were
Mhm.
really
very
late.
late. Very Stina. I don't
Yeah,
think she
they
even Stina
were.
even came on, did she? But
No.
no, should have.
No, well, I'll call it out in a minute, but yeah, well, bottom line, it just didn't work. What we thought for the first 10 minutes was going to be a good match turned out not to be. So I think we're going to
Yeah,
move
let's
on
talk
from
about
that
something
one.
else. Yeah.
And hopefully we're not going to see any more like that. And can I just say, Mr. Tom saying our ladies won 5-2 against York City at
Nice.
the weekend. Fantastic, Leeds ladies. Well done. Because I have a soft spot
Nice.
for Leeds because my Uncle Terry, proper
Nice.
Yorkshireman, he married one of my dad's
Nice.
sisters and spent more of his life in Devon than ever he did up in Yorkshire, in Leeds. But yeah, he was a die-hard Leeds fan. So I've got a little, and I shouldn't do as a gooner, but I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Leeds. So well done, ladies. Fantastic. Oh, and sorry, Amar's disappeared. I'm sure he'll come back. Right, now we've got an away match on Saturday the 4th at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, very difficult one against
It'll be very
one of the
difficult,
top teams. Of course, we have a good record against them in the last years, and we won there 4-3 last season. And yeah, but we also lost at home in, I think, in the Subway Cup. Yeah, and the City has a good run at the moment. They're scoring a lot of goals. So, and even if Lauren Hemp is out with injury, you know, they have Bunny Shaw, they have Viv Miedema. Yeah, a lot of good players, and it's a difficult away game. And the problem now is if we lose to City and Chelsea could win tomorrow away at United, then we are trailing them 7 points. Just imagine 5 games in the season and having 7 points behind the leading team. Oh, and even if Chelsea doesn't win, then United is also ahead of us. If we lose to City, City is 4 points clear to us. It's a really difficult situation, and at the moment, I'm not thinking about the WSL title, but I'm thinking of being in contention for the top 3. And if we lose to City, then we have a real problem. And 3 days later,
Yeah, we do. And sorry, can I just say, I've just looked. Spurs are actually above us at the moment.
yeah, we are on 5th.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just
That's
looked
terrible.
it up. Yeah, do you know what? We do have a major problem.
So if we lose, we are really in problems, and don't speak about winning the title, but yeah, just try to come back to the top 3. And it's not only the away game against Man City. 3 or 4 days later, we are playing at home against Olympique Lyon. So it's 2 very difficult games against top opponents where you have to be at your best and have to bring on the top team. But if now we are back at the same what I said before. If you bring on the same 8 players and only change in 3 positions against both teams, it will be hard. And then after Lyon, there is Brighton a few days later, and then you change. For Brighton, you change your team on 5 positions and say, "Oh, you haven't played so far this season, but now you have to perform against Brighton because we need the points." It's a very difficult week we are facing now, and at the moment, I'm not too optimistic.
I'll be honest with you, nor am I, Andreas. But then, in a way, I kind of like being like that because they've done it before. I'm going to keep my faith in, and I tend to be a pessimist. That really, I want to be optimistic. So, and I'm not getting any predictions because I'm useless at predictions, and I think I'm the kiss of death. So I'm not going to do that. What I will say, this is an ideal opportunity. We know that when it's from the start, Stina and Alessia don't work together.
Yeah.
We know that. And don't play Alessia as a 10, please. Next. That doesn't work one iota. Sorry, if you just bear with me. Right. Okay. Aim. Oh, no, he's back. He's
Yeah, I was
back
gonna
because I
say.
can't let you in.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, because that's down to Mark to do that because I haven't got control.
No worries. Okay.
It's all a bit complicated next.
Okay.
Okay, you're back. That's
Okay,
brilliant.
that's
Yeah, sorry, Emma, we were just
Yeah.
talking generally. We're not going to give a
No.
prediction about Manchester City. But what I was saying is, I really would like to see. All right, she probably won't start, but I would say by the second half, you've got to bring Stina on because
100%.
those
Yeah,
runs
100%.
alone and her
Yeah,
physicality, yeah, that is a game that, yeah, you've definitely got to get
well, I mean,
Stina on sooner
she has
than
a great.
later. And that's no disrespect to Alessia because
No,
she's amazing. I keep calling her the workhorse. She is just
yeah,
amazing. But you got they're going to be as because I don't know. Do we actually do that? Because they're going to be well. You see it in the men's game, but Alessia straight away is going to be a
yeah,
target because she's a goal
yeah,
threat. As anybody as a centre forward striker is.
yeah, absolutely.
And obviously, we know who the threats are. I mean, yeah, Bunny, and actually, I'm going to call this out. No disrespect to Alessia, who's amazing. But if Bunny Shaw hadn't been injured, she'd have run away with that golden boot.
Oh,
She is a
yeah, she is. She
fantastic
didn't even play in
striker.
those. If you think about it, she didn't even play in the 2 defeats where they had against us in the last 2 games at home. So this will be a very difficult test for us.
I think she'll come through.
Let's see. Let's see what
Yeah,
happens, but we have to take it one game at a time. One game at a time.
I could be wrong, but I think she's going to come through. But and then also you got Viv.
Yeah, you got Grace Clinton. You got Laura Koo. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, listen.
Who else? I mean, Fujino. They've got some very good players. Hasegawa.
Yeah.
They've got some very good players now. Yeah, so it's not going to be an easy game. And Jeglet seems to have got the balance right for them. Despite they were unlucky, they could have deserved to get something from the opening game against Chelsea. They didn't deserve to lose that. And yeah, so they're scoring, as you say, they're scoring plenty of goals. But let's see what happens. It will be a difficult test for us, and one we can't afford to really. We have to win.
Yeah, it's a must. But yeah, I'm going to be pessimistic to be optimistic, and I'm not going to
Okay,
give
well,
a
let's not
score
all give
prediction.
score predictions then.
No, let's go there. And just that, yeah. So if anybody hopefully would like to watch that game, it will be on at 12 o'clock
Oh, wow.
noon on Sky
Yes, I'll be
Sports.
watching.
So,
I'll be watching tonight and tomorrow night and Saturday. So yeah.
gosh, loads of
Yeah.
football for you. Loads of football. And just of course for anybody who doesn't know, so I don't know if Richard and Des, because I don't think it's only Mark on the background tonight. Thank you, Mark, so much. But the men start at 3 o'clock, so I don't know if they're going to do a double. I won't actually be watching the men's.
It's not even live, I don't think. Anyway, so
yeah, that's a 3
it's
o'clock,
not.
isn't it? Of
There's a
course
blackout.
it is.
It's in the blackout. Yeah, blackout.
Oh, that's fine.
There is
It's not
commentary
handy
on the
for
radio
anybody
though.
else.
I'll be listening to that on the radio.
Do you know what? I'm going to plug them. Yeah, sorry, of course. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I just realised. But I've got to say, Arsenal.com, and of course it's a bit biased, but that Dan chappie, and sometimes he has Jeremy, and oh gosh, who's the other one? His name escapes me. Oh, Nigel Winterburn's always good fun, but I really enjoy their commentaries, and I will listen to them at times. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do this one because I'll literally be travelling, but yeah, so yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, 3 o'clock blackout. Does that happen where you are, Andreas?
Whether it's broadcasted or not, you mean?
Yeah, would you be able to watch it in Germany?
I think Germany will start broadcasting it now on a new channel called Magenta TV, because before Sky had the rights to broadcast, and last season all the WSL games were on Sky. But this season, Sky didn't broadcast anything without explanation. And now after 4 weeks, Magenta TV said from next weekend on, we are showing the WSL. But I'll be on the way to Munich, because on Saturday at 2 p.m. Bayern Munich is playing against Werder Bremen. So I can only follow the updates on my mobile.
Oh, so you won't be able to watch the Man City game. You'll have to follow it.
Yeah, but I will rewatch it on Sunday then.
That's fine.
Current result or so, I can only take my mobile and look. we scored. We conceded.
Is that at the campus or is that at the Allianz?
No, it's at the campus.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they'll be playing the Champions League game against us at the Allianz, won't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that makes sense. Yeah, they have to. They can't play that at the campus like last year. That was no. No. Oh, they got Barcelona in midweek. Oh, that'll be a good game. They got Barcelona.
Yeah, Bayern has to play away at Barcelona. Yes, and we are playing at home. Meadow Park against.
Yes, you'll be watching Arsenal Lyon and hoping by Barcelona. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be at Meadow Park. I got my ticket yesterday.
Yes, yeah. Are they playing that Barcelona Bayern game? That won't be at the Camp Nou, will it? No, I would have thought it wouldn't be.
Camp Nou is not reopened. They have smaller stadium.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
arena or something like that.
Yes, yeah. That's where they played the PSG game for the men last night. That's right.
Okay, right. Now we're going to do academy news. I don't know if Emerson's going to come back in just to help me out here. All I know is under 19s, and that was yesterday, sorry. Yesterday, sorry. Yeah, under 19s and Olympiacos. So Arsenal 1, Olympiacos 2. And a young man, Joshua Ngunek, if I'm pronouncing his name right, scored in the 82nd minute. And there's probably up and coming games. If you hold on a sec, I'm going to have a look. Sorry, should have made note of this. Matches, academy. Saturday the 4th at 11 o'clock. Stoke City under 18s, Arsenal at 11, and then at 1 o'clock, 21s. Arsenal West Ham.
Cool.
That'll be interesting. West Ham Academy are usually pretty good.
I don't really follow the academy.
Yeah, apparently they do produce some really good youngsters.
Cool.
Yeah, so that one could be interesting.
Okay.
Yep, and I haven't got any more news, I'm afraid, guys, on that one. And what else was I going to? I was something else, and I haven't written it down, so I can't remember. But I was just going to say the up-and-coming one is going to be Champions League on the 7th, which will be on Disney Plus. Where anybody's got Disney Plus. At 8 o'clock, which is when's the 7th?
Tuesday.
Right. Well, I shouldn't be at work anyway.
Tuesday.
Okay, that's
Brighton,
cool. It starts at 8 anyway, so 200 hours, so that's cool. And that would be at Meadow Park. And you're going, Andreas.
Yeah.
Managed to get your ticket. That was good.
Yeah. Back to Meadow Park, and of course, a match against Lyon should be in a big stadium. But anyway, if we have, let's say, 8,000 or 9,000 at the Emirates, then the Emirates is empty, and the atmosphere.
That's right.
Not as good as it should be, and I'm sure Meadow Park will be filled with 4,500.
Yeah.
And if we can have an atmosphere like we had last December against Bayern Munich, and it's possible to beat a team like Lyon. Let's see, but I'm optimistic that Meadow Park will be sold out. And yesterday, was it yesterday? The tickets went on sale, or Tuesday, and exactly when the sale started, I went online and I was in a waiting queue.
Yeah.
After 19 minutes, all the tickets for the East Stand were sold. The reserved seatings.
So where are you sitting? In the West Stand?
They have now South Stand reserved seating, a few, and the West Stand. I still think there are a few tickets available, but the reserved one for East Stand, where I had my season ticket there, was all gone. So
Wow.
for a good atmosphere, and of course, Lyon seems to be a very strong side again.
Yes, they do.
They have beaten Paris Saint-Germain last weekend 5-1. This is the second strongest team in France. So
Yeah.
Lyon,
Yeah. They might want a bit of revenge for the semi-final loss in last season as well.
yeah. Last time they won 2-1 at the Emirates,
and then we beat them 4-1 away, famously.
Yes, but that shows how difficult it's to play against Lyon, and it will depend on our performance against City. Can we
Of course,
confidence and believe in this game, or will the pressure be extremely high if we lose against City? Let's see. Anyway, I'm looking forward, and a game Arsenal versus Lyon in Champions League is always.
It's special. You were there for the first leg of the semi-final, weren't you? Did you go to that?
Yeah, I was.
Yes, you did. So it'll be good.
Yeah, it will be a great game, and hopefully good atmosphere, good attendance, and let's see if we can get something out of this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And once again, won't ask you for a prediction on that.
Well,
let's get through.
If you want a prediction, I don't know. I think we'll go. If you want, I'll stay positive. If you want a prediction, I'll just give you one. I'll say we'll beat City 2-1 and we'll draw with Lyon. That's what I'll go with.
Oh, bless you.
1-1 draw with Lyon and a 2-1 win away at City. That's what I'll say.
I see 2 draws coming.
2 draws, fair enough.
No, I'm not giving any predictions because I'm just going to put the messages on it.
You want to jinx it?
No, I don't. I mean,
we don't. You're not going to jinx it. Just come on. Yeah.
No, I'm sure I would. And right, because I haven't got any other news because it's all been a bit quiet, hasn't it?
I mean, do we talk about the men on the show? We have in the past.
Yeah, let's talk about the men because I've completely run out of things.
If you want to talk about, if you want to, I just a suggestion. Yeah.
No, that's good. No, we can have a little chat about the men. So actually,
there were news today about this Champions Cup in January.
Oh yes, the Women's Champions Cup. Yeah, of course. Being in London, that's good. We thought it was going to be elsewhere.
Yeah, we are already qualified. It's you could call it a club World Cup. The six Champions League winners from every what do we call it? From America, from Africa, Asia, etc.
Yes,
we are qualified because we won the Champions League.
Right.
Today, FIFA announced that it will be held in London. Semi-finals on 28th January and the final on 1st February. They didn't say which venue.
Oh, sorry, that's what you was talking about. I've got it now. I've got it. Sorry, I got totally confused. Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
When they say London, do you know
it says the venue's
whereabouts?
yet to be confirmed, so they're not sure yet.
Fair enough. Yeah, to be confirmed.
But it's already clear that we are in one semi-final and Gotham from the United States are in the other semi-final. And
there
are 2 qualification rounds. The first one in October between Wuhan from China and Auckland.
Yeah.
The winners from this game, they are facing the African Champions League winners. And the winner of this second qualification round is our opponent in the semi-final.
Yeah, so it'll be Gotham against the winners of the South American South American Confederation, and we'll face the winners of either the Oceania or the Asia.
Exactly.
Wuhan or the one, yeah, that's right.
And then hopefully we will face Gotham in the final.
Let's see. It'd be nice if it was at Wembley or something like that. I hope post it at Wembley or something. Let's see.
And you know my friend Hallie from New York, who was coming to London.
She's a Gotham fan.
Yeah, Gotham fan, and she already wrote that she will be there for the Gotham game, of course, in January. So
if we get to the final, she won't be flying back on the same day.
like she did.
That was crazy. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. What honestly, yeah, that's just. Oh, she must have been tired by the time she got back to the States. Yeah, let's see. Anyway, 28th of January. We'll keep an eye on that one. But yeah, let's just take it one game at a time. Everyone goes to a sticky spell, and
Yeah, very much so. Sorry, what was that date?
28th between the 28th of January and the 1st of February.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, you was explaining that, Andreas, and I didn't read that properly. But okay, that's cool because that's a little bit after my birthday.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh.
It's a couple of weeks after my birthday as well. So yeah.
We have the home game against Leicester City on 1st February. So this is to be postponed to a later date.
Yeah.
So FIFA doesn't look after national competitions. If FIFA says we are playing on 28th January and 1st February, then that's fixed date, and the WSL has to move their games.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And then there's going to be an African Women's Cup as well, isn't it? African Women's Nations Cup for the first time in the summer as well. So that'll be interesting. So a lot of new.
Do you know, that'd be interesting because we got a lovely young lady who from
Pinky,
our chat,
Pinky,
Pinky,
South Africa,
South African Pinky, and we're really, really hoping she can get.
Oh, that would be fantastic!
So, I really, really
here's
do.
Mark. Hello, Mark.
Oh, hi,
hello, Mark.
guys.
And can I just say 170 Guna? Thank you.
Yeah, my picture's frozen. I can't see myself. That's fine.
The screens are all falling down since it came up. Not sure what that's about. Great show, Ange. Amazing show.
Oh, thank you. Right, shall we chat about
if you want to? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because we've really exhausted everything. But I did learn something about that Champions Cup.
No problem.
Thank you for that. Let's talk about the men. What do you? Because I've run out of things to talk about. The women, I think we all have. So, what did we think of back to Champions League of the game last night?
I saw brief highlights of it on the BBC. Yeah, I would say it's on the weekly highlights program, and I thought we played well over. We dominated. Keeper was in fantastic form to deny them, but we had to be more clinical. It's not. I mean, it's good that we finally managed to kick it off in added time. But we create so many chances. Yeah, we were quite profligate on them sometimes. Whereas other teams, if you're going to win the league, you need to kill teams off sooner. Luckily, we didn't concede. Like the men didn't, the women did again in injury time against Aston Villa. Yeah. But we need to definitely be more clinical going forward. Okay, and just learn to kill games off sooner, I guess.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, if you are 1-0 up only, then your opponent is always still in the game. You only need one set piece, one free kick, or
a penalty. Yeah,
one mistake, etc. It's one situation is enough, and you concede the equalizer. So, as you said, Amar, if you have so many chances as the match yesterday, you must kill the game, and you must score a second at least, and bring it home. And so this was on the edge until the last minute.
Yes. The good thing is we kept a clean sheet and we started with 2, and then but it'll be much tougher because our next game would be in our Champions League against Atletico Madrid, and that's going to be a very difficult game at home. So let's see.
Absolutely the opposite to the guys. I don't watch enough of the women's game, and so I don't come on the shows to make an opinion on it.
Sorry, I know. Yesterday.
So I don't make an opinion on the women because I don't know enough. But coming into the men, yesterday we didn't get out of second gear. It was always in control. You're right, Andreas. There's a possibility that there could be a corner when you're late on, etc. Something could happen. The men are unbelievable. We have one of the best squads in the whole Europe. Emma, please, bro. We have one of the best squads in the whole Europe. I was on the watch along last night for it with Des and Richard, and we were doing the show before the watch along, and I actually came out. Matt, you're not going to be happy when you see the lineup. And I was actually delighted when I saw the lineup because I
Yeah.
saw strength and depth. Like the depth in our side was incredible. But the players on there were trying to find each other, and also they were trying to adapt to each other. But the players that are regulars in the side were also saving energy because they're going to play 60 plus games this season.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's realistically, Ange. So for me, it was a brilliant performance. It was a most amazing performance. I was calm, collected.
Yeah.
I knew that we would absolutely smash this, Ange. So yeah, guys, I honestly don't watch highlights of the men's games at all.
Fair.
Every freaking minute of it, Amar. So when
Yeah,
it comes to, I know I'm like Lord Andreas when it comes to the women. When it comes to the men, I'm the like roles reversed. I'm the opposite to that. So but yeah, it was an easy game, and that's why I did a watch along last night because normally I can't with the men. But we are doing well. We are doing well.
Yes, we are.
I'll be honest with you. Maybe I just wasn't quite in the mood for it. I saw both
Yeah,
goals.
they're good,
really
good finishes.
about
Raya
that.
made some very good saves as well.
Yeah. Saw the Lyonnaise on the floor quite a few times because obviously they were targeting him next. Yeah, I've said it before on other shows. I don't really do men's Champions League. No, do it for the women. Maybe if we get to proper, like, because it's all different now and it really confuses me. But if we get to like the proper knockout stage, maybe I'll get into it a bit more. But at the moment, it's just. But yeah, they did okay last night.
If I could come up back at you with a question, and before the show started tonight, Andreas explained the difference with the coefficient between the men and the women, and how it operates, and it was, Andreas it really was very educational, and I'm glad for it, mate. I appreciate it. I appreciated that time, but for the men in the stage, we could turn up and play Olympiacos. And I'm not saying, like, Arteta would never let them take their eye off the ball. He's just not that kind of manager.
No.
But with the women, it's like, I would like you explain a bit more on that if you can. With the women, it's just a harder cycle to get through these kind of games. Like Arsenal could face like a Bayern Munich in the obviously not this year, but normally in the qualifying round, where Arsenal are playing teams where they don't have to get out of second gear until they come out of the group stages, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. As I said, the rules are different, and sometimes it's difficult to understand. But one reason is that the women's game is just still growing. And if you look 5-6 years back, there was a Champions League for the women only with knockout games. There was no group stage, nothing. And this has developed. Now we have the league phase like the men have, but only with 18 teams and still these difficult qualifiers. Anyway, the women's game is growing, but you can't compare it. It's I always say it's two different games, or you don't watch athletics and say, oh, why are they running so slow, the women?
Yeah,
it's normal. Or in swimming, oh, they need 10 seconds more or 15 seconds more than the men. Yes, of course, it's different. And they are never competing against each other. In tennis,
yes,
Serena Williams or in former years, Navratilova and
yes, Chris Evert,
Steffi Graf, they wouldn't have been able to compete against the best men's players. And in football, everybody compares and says, "Oh, the women are playing so slow, and it's not as physical, etc." Don't compare it. It's two different games, and I watch both, but I prefer the women's game because it's more the pure football than it was years ago. And in men's game, there is too much acting and cheating, and on the stands, it's swearing and people going there to drink alcohol and But in the women's game, it's more familiar. It's the better atmosphere, and I prefer this. But it's two different games, and of course, I also watch the men's team, and I want our men's team to be successful too. And I remember last season when the men's reached the semifinals against Real Madrid. Was it semifinals or quarterfinals?
Yes, we beat Real Madrid in quarters, lost to PSG in the
This
semi.
was a fantastic game when we won 3-0 at home, and it was so emotional too.
Do you know what? The reason I tried to bring that up, Andreas, was not what I'm trying to say at this stage of the Champions League. We're in the group stages. It's so much easier for the men than what it is for the women. In my personal opinion, and that showed in last night's performance. Where we don't have to get out of the second gear, we could almost change our side. Where for the women, if you go back to last season when you went on to win the Champions League, us went on to win the Champions League. I do apologise for that. That was a slip of the tongue. When we went on to win it last season, we were facing teams very difficult in the qualifying. And so the women had to be absolutely full at it. Where last night for the men, that was a give me last night. And I'm not being arrogant to saying that. My Arsenal have just went that higher level. It was a give me. I wasn't afraid. Any given point of that. It was dangerous. The corner comes in, free kick comes in, you drew it 1-1. But that wouldn't even been disastrous because we just smashed the rest of the teams. We only have to get the top 8 to qualify for automatically and be seeded to the next point. So
that's true. Whereas in the women's, you have to be the top 4.
Yeah, exactly. So last season we done it third. I think it was Liverpool, Barcelona, and then it was Arsenal. So
I think so.
And we've got a better squad this season for the men. So I was trying to highlight the difference between the men and the women and the difficulties the women went through last season to actually be able to go on and win the freaking thing. And the men did as well, because the competition is different, Andreas. 100% it is. And they're two different games. However, when you get to the back end of this, it is very technical and you're up against the best teams in the world. And Arsenal done very well last season. The men, both teams done very well last season. Sorry, I need to stop separating them. Both teams done very amazing last season. The men had dually injuries last season at the back end. And we fell down against PSG, where the women went on and just done something that's never been done before.
Unthinkable. The unthinkable,
Well, basically, Rene took a gamble on that. It was all or nothing for the Champions League. We come out with 2 domestic cups. We knew we weren't going to win the title. Chelsea had that. So, she went for it, and it paid off.
But sometimes you do need to do that, Ange. Sometimes you actually do. Because I think, if I'm understanding you properly, at that point, the league had practically gone anyway. It was over. So,
remember last Inter Milan, nobody would have said they will reach the final.
And PSG just blew them away. PSG just blew them away.
We were in Cologne, sitting in a sports bar and watching the first leg, Barcelona versus Inter Milan. This was a fantastic football game.
3-3. Yes, it was a 3-3, wasn't it? That was an incredible game.
Do you know what? I think that'd be a classic.
The second leg was even better. The second leg was 4-3.
Yeah. I think that'd be a classic in years and years to come.
Yeah, it will.
It won't be that game that you go back and watch. It was stupid. Absolutely stupid. But
anyway, Yeah, looking ahead to West Ham on Saturday, they've beaten us the last couple of years, so we really could do with beating them on Saturday.
Well,
couldn't
empty the stadium at a half-time. Don't worry about that. 5-0 Arsenal half-time.
I don't know about that.
You've got Nuno. The Nuno bounce.
Yeah, they did well against Everton. They'll be on the
I
head,
like
but we should beat them. We're at home and we're in good form, especially off the momentum. But you can't really, after the way we finished against Newcastle, it was a great end to that game. We have to back that up now and beat West Ham and keep the pressure on Liverpool. We've got a difficult game away to Chelsea.
100%, and I believe the men will do it.
I hope so.
The buzzword's the handbrake coming off, and it's something I criticise Arteta for. And I love Arteta, but it's just like these players play. But maybe, do you know what? I'm not a manager. I'm not a coach.
No.
Maybe when the players gel, the magic will come, and I believe that it is going to be there. Yeah. I think this is the men's season. I want the women to do the same. Yeah. I want the women to beat Chelsea in the league this year. I would actually take for the women. So. I would actually take the lead back. I grew up with Arsenal women actually dominating. Yeah. We had the Scottish striker, etc. So I'd dominate and winning leagues, and all of a sudden Chelsea have this investment of money put it into the squad, and this is what's happening. But this year, personally for me, I would take the women to win the Premier League. That would be
it would be nice, but after the way they've been playing, we need to certainly go be on upward curve after last week.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll come back to you on that one. A few more games to go. Well, I got you on, Mark, because I don't really get on the men's shows. What do you actually want for Arsenal men this season?
A trophy.
No, being serious. What do you want them to do? For you as
I want to win the Premier League or Champions League. I believe my football club deserves to be there. You can stick your FA Cup and your Carabao Cup wherever you want to do it. I do not care in the slightest. We've taken a long, just an insight into the men's Ange. We've taken a long process to get here, and Arsenal fans, the divide. Think, we should be winning FA Cups and Carabao Cups. To win an FA Cup, and I'm not talking accountancy, I'm just talking facts of a basic business. To win an FA Cup, you get £3 million. To get to the semi-final of the Champions League, you get over £90 million. Where do you want to be? Really? So do you want to put your squad into the cup games and go and win an FA Cup, Carabao Cup? We could have stacked them up by now. We could have done Man United, stacked them up. That wouldn't have brought us Gyökeres. That wouldn't brought us these top players, Zubimendi, etc. You won't get these type of players because you won't have the finances to actually be able to do that. So I think Arsenal fans are crazy. This season, Bertis came in. He signed 8 players, and it's the first time that we've actually had a squad to compete in all 4 fronts. So
100%.
So for me, that's where I'm at. But my main goal still this season is, Arteta, I love you. Don't give me an FA Cup. Don't give me a Carabao Cup.
No, exactly. We want the big daddy. Premier League or Champions League. Exactly. Those are the 2 main ones.
So that's my answer, Ange.
No, that's a fair comment.
Can't disagree with that.
Yeah. I would say, dare I say, Premier League's more achievable.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say, but PSG is probably PSG is still
who knows?
PSG, Barcelona, Bayern, you've got some good teams there. It's still going to be
I'm sorry, I'm really old-fashioned. I love my FA Cup. It's totally valued. I love it. I don't care. And we are still the reigning holders in both the men and the women. I would just love the men to get the FA Cup again. And it's Wembley.
I get that, but I shouldn't be entitled. But Andreas, what is the feeling in Europe right now for the men? As people looking at Arsenal men and thinking, oh my God.
What the impression is for the Arsenal men in
Europe right now? Are people scaring Arsenal in Europe right now?
I think we laid our marks last season with this game against Real Madrid. But still, yeah. How can I say this? People always think if it's coming to the decisive moments, Arsenal is going to bottle it. This is an impression people from outside have. And if you look over the last seasons, I think the mistake or the one thing I could not agree with Arteta was that he didn't take the national cups seriously enough. He was playing a B team in the Carabao Cup and went out very early. We went out very early in the FA Cup in all the last years, and this is one thing I wish for this season. Take the domestic cup competitions more seriously.
It's a fair point.
The Champions League and winning the not WSL, the Premier League is also very difficult against teams like Liverpool or City or whoever is for the title. But you have to be serious in the cup competition. Of course, the Carabao Cup is not the best trophy to win, but it still is a trophy. And the FA Cup, going to Wembley, at least for the semi-finals and then for the final, this is something special. And if Arsenal men would win the FA Cup, I think it would be the 15th time for them. And this would be something special, and this would lay a mark for Europe too, that people say, this is the Arsenal, they are winning titles again. And at the moment, the impression, Arsenal 3 times in a row runners up. And out in the domestic cups, out in Champions League. If they are bottling it every year.
Everyone
last season, everything. We are fans, we supporters, we know everything. But other people say Arsenal isn't winning anything. And I wish that you win something. And of course, the Champions League or the Premier League. But if not, go to the final or at least the semi-final in the FA Cup and let's show we are back. We are competing for titles. That's what I wish for the men's team this year.
Yeah.
Well said.
I agree.
Fair enough.
But I think this is the first year we've had the squad to actually do it. Like previous years, we've not had the squad, so we've had to concentrate in the Champions League. But I think this year there's no excuses. I want the quadruple.
No, there isn't. We have to win something. 6 years for our club to go without Arsenal without a trophy isn't good enough. Have to win something.
Because we have under Arteta, we did, and I'm sorry, he got lucky. No disrespect to the guy, but when we won the last FA Cup for Arsenal, he got lucky.
Yeah, it was during COVID, I suppose, but we still have to win it. It's still a trophy.
But he got lucky, and since then, so I think it's fair to say that this season he's got to get some piece of silverware.
100%.
Yeah. How long's he been in job? 5 years now?
Yeah, just over 5. Oh no, it'll be 6 years in December.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
And for the record, I like him. It's not that I dislike him.
But make a statement and win a big trophy. When I
absolutely
friends in Munich, the first thing they say when they hear Arsenal men, they say 5-1. Yeah, it's years ago.
Oh, that was when it was on Arsene Wenger. Come on,
Wenger, but it was three times in a row that Bayern Munich has beaten Arsenal 5-1, and they still remember this. And was it last season?
I can't wait to smash them in Champions League this year. I swear to God, I cannot wait. This squad will
I hope so. November. When it comes to November, we'll beat them. Yeah, we can beat them when it comes to
As soon as that draw was made, the first tweet Bayern Munich put out was, "Hi Arsenal, can't wait. Can't wait. Seriously."
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But they're playing great. We just have to take one game at a time. Let's focus on West Ham, and then there's an international break. Hopefully, we can go into it top of the league. Let's see.
I'm also a Bayern Munich fan. This is my German team, and I have a lot of.
Sorry, Andreas.
it's always difficult for me to speak with them when we speak about Arsenal. There's always this smile. Oh yeah, you're Arsenal, yeah.
But they're doing it in a mocking way. They do it in a mocking way because, let's face it, and I'm going to keep this as a family show because Angel likes seriously spun me later. But we have been their dogs for years and years and years.
Yes.
And as time it changes, I want that to freaking change this season. And I believe we've got it. But do you know what Jokeres, the signing of Jokeres, we do our watch-alongs and talk.
Yeah.
And we face a lot of low blocks in the Premier League. And I believe that Jokeres are struggling in this. When we play Champions League, it opens up. Especially when we're playing the big guns, etc. And this is where Jokeres will really thrive. And Harry Kane is a penalty merchant, so Andreas, I'm sorry, but it's like
Dad, he's still Tottenham.
What's he scored? 15 goals in 9 games or something stupid like that?
Something like that. It's not penalty merchant. Don't get me started on Bundesliga.
Yeah.
It's fantastic striker. Even if you say he's still a Tottenham guy, but the way he scores, it's just fantastic.
He scores different types of goals,
Begrudgingly, he is a proper striker. And
the criticism of Jokeres is like he's a flat track bully, but you have to give him time. I know he's only scored against Leeds and Nottingham Forest so far, but hopefully he'll find his feet. It's not easy. And when you move from such a weak league such as the Portuguese league, which is only 2-3 top teams, into the Premier League, which is tough week in, week out.
Yeah.
Right, I'll call this out. I think he's got every
I think so. Yeah. Yes.
But there's a but coming. He's a proper striker, like Steener's a proper striker, and you've got to feed the ball to them. They're in the right position, and sometimes they'll miss. We saw it last night, and I didn't properly watch the game last night, but you've got to feed the ball to him, and that's a little bit lacking at the moment.
Andreas, your two best players are the next Crystal Palace player and the next Tottenham player. I don't have to say anything else.
Elise and Kane.
Yep.
Yeah, Elise and Kane.
You don't have to say anything else, bro. We'll see you. We'll see you. Come.
I think Jokeres needs time. He comes from the Portuguese league, and he needs to settle in the Premier League.
He'll do well. He'll
do all right. He'll be fine.
Yeah. You see,
I'll tell you that. I like his mentality, and he's very much part of the team. You can see that. He's not one of these big I ams. No. I'm a striker, and he's a pretty good-looking guy and all that jazz. He's not my type, because we know what Angie's type is next. But he's got the looks, he's got the charm. But he is very much a team player. And he's very happy when someone else scores a goal. He's not got the arse because he didn't get the goal. And I like that mentality. Well, I'd like him to get a few more goals, but I like that mentality.
He's a humble guy, and that's good. And you see a player like Florian Wirtz, everybody in Germany said, one of the best offensive midfielders in the world. He's coming to Liverpool, and now there's a lot of criticism, and Liverpool fans say he should be benched. Yeah, so it's for every player coming to the Premier League. It's another league. It's a different.
It's a different level.
To settle in, need time. So that's the same for Jokeres. Give him time.
It's not.
Do
you know what? It's not the level. I don't think these players come thinking they're not at the level.
Yeah.
It's systems. Like you're playing in a system in Portugal, you're playing in a system in Germany.
Yeah.
And then you have to come into the Premier League and go into an Arsenal system that is totally different to a Liverpool system.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to take all of this information in and run straight away, and people are judging it as ludicrous.
Yeah.
Versus a brilliant player, by the way. He's an absolute, hopefully I didn't butcher his name. I get away with the Scottish accent. You'll not understand it anyway, but I honestly think that like there's nothing to worry about for Arsenal or Liverpool on these two players.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And back to the women's.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Because I haven't got anything else to say about the women other than I really would like
Of
them
course,
to
we
win
have to.
on
We have to
Saturday.
win that game. We simply have to.
That really would be quite imperative, actually. And then we go from there on to Tuesday. And while we're here on air, are we doing next Thursday?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to see. Yeah, have to see.
Andres, let me know.
We'll do in the chat.
Yeah, because I know it depends on the other person, so which is fine, absolutely fine.
All right.
And hopefully we'll have some good news.
Yeah, hopefully we will. All right.
Okay.
And thank you very much, Mark,
Yeah,
for
so
coming
good to hear
on.
from you,
Thank you for having me. Sorry.
No, thank
No,
you.
it's
More than
clear.
merrier. And just like to say thank you for anybody who's tuned in. Please hit the like button and come in the comments chat. We get lonely. Ladies in red, part of the North Bank. Thank you, my lovelies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.